Well, this morning I'm catching up with Dr. Mike Kelly, who's the Parliamentary Secretary for Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry. We're heading down to Batemans Bay and we're going to get him out on the water and have a fish and find out what's happening with recreational fishing over the coming years. And I'm sure we're in for a great morning and maybe some flathead bream and the odd trevally. The good thing is I'm cruising down the coast in this beautiful 200 series Land Cruiser, and it sure is a joy to drive. Toyota have put a range of advanced safety features to make driving on and off the road as safe as possible. Things like vehicle stability control, active traction control to distribute drive force to each wheel, multi-terrain anti-skid braking and electronic brake force distribution to manage braking at each wheel. And to supplement all this, this vehicle has 10 airbags, including the SRS curtain airbag. Well, Batemans Bay just up around the corner. Here we come. Dr. Kelly and I head out for a morning on the water with Aussie Fish Estuary adventure owner and guide Stuart Hinson. It turned into a session that produced some great estuary fishing. We landed some nice dusky flathead, a few hungry tailor. The tailor jumped there just before. They're a little fella. Beautiful little tailor. Not to mention trevally. And Mike even got hooked up with a ludrig. There you go. We're talking about species. While we fished, Mike told me about his roundtable consultations between government and fishing stakeholders.
The first thing I said to the guys at the round tables was, look, the objective we've got here is we want to make sure that, families can go fishing into the future and that we'll have a stock there that we can continue to have as part of our diet. So conservation and the great cultural aspect in Australia that we get out of fishing. I grew up with being able to fish with my old man, and those things are important. So many Australians live so close to the coast that it's a big part of our lifestyle, but also there's a big message in there about having regular seafood components to your diet as well. One of the researchers we were dealing with said that if you've got good omega-3s in there, then you can save your brain from getting dementia and Alzheimer's by about 80.
Not a bad thing, is
it?
Yeah. And on the question of marine reserves,
what you want to do is make sure that you're preserving the key areas for the fish stock, where they breed and as part of their migratory cycles. So what we've done so far is try to carve out some areas where we know that we've got critical locations from that point of view. And I think, generally speaking, the industry have recognised how important that is and what we're trying to achieve, and their submissions have been shaped around that. They've come up with their own suggestions on where we can achieve the objectives we're after. So there's been a lot of consultation. A lot of people have had their chance to have a say, and I think it's been going very well so far. But it will relate to issues as well, such as what sort of gear commercial fishers are using, and when we do come up with zonings, sometimes you can have a zone that will be not an area of total exclusion, but where there'll be restrictions on the types of activity. So working together, we can really get a better understanding of what's going on out there.
An informative and very enjoyable chat with the Parliamentary Secretary. But the last word goes to a Batemans Bay local who reminded us that fish are no respecters of human ranks and titles.
Oops, he's gone.
Oh, there he goes.
You mongrel.
Flathead, so close.